Hi there guys, just another tutorial here today by Creeks Media, just concentrating on the dock today, so a simple tutorial around your dock and what you can do to edit, change and swap that dock around. Just customize it a little for your own tastes. So like I say, so this is the dock at the bottom here, contains all of your sort of frequently used apps. It's changeable, modifiable, you can have what apps you choose inside there. So to remove an app, first of all, just you can click and drag that app away from the dock and it'll just come up with this remove tab. Just release and that removes that app from your dock. So again, remove. Now that doesn't remove that from your computer completely, it just removes it from your dock. If you wanted to add some applications in, if you just navigate to Finder and Applications, I'll have a list of all your applications inside. You just find the application you're after, highlight it and just drag it straight in, and the apps will part and allow you to place that at any point inside your dock. To the right hand side of the dock, so you have the separator bar here, you'll always have your trash can. If you wanted, you are able to drag and drop folders, so any folders you want listed you could drag and drop there and have sort of shortcuts to them. I don't really have anything in mind, so I've dragged my applications folder down just to demonstrate. So if I open the applications folder, here we are, and it would list all the applications there. If we were to do the same through documents, and if I had any documents, it would list them as well. You are able to edit the view, so at the minute it's set to automatic, which I believe is the grid view. There we are. If you right click, you can have a fan view, which will fan the sort of top 10, I believe it is, applications up there, and then allow you here to enter Finder to view the rest. And you can change to a list of view as well, and there we are, and it will just create a list of all your applications. I'm not a huge fan of having them sat there, but like I say, this is the idea of the dock. It's completely customizable to set it up in any way you choose. So that's how to add and remove items from your dock. To actually be able to edit yourself, if you enter System Preferences, so two options there on your, if you've got it in your dock, or if you go to your Apple menu, it will be in your Apple menu just up here as well. And navigate so to the top row and the third item in from the left. Let's just move in the middle, and this is our preferences for our dock. So we are able to change and adjust a few bits and pieces in here, and again, like I say, customizing for the way you want it. So at the top you've got your size. So this is the actual size of your dock, if you want a astronomically large dock or a tiny dock, completely up to you. You just move the slider back and forth just to gauge and find a size that's comfortable for yourself. Now, next one down is magnification. I like to have this on. Without it, your dock will just sit flat. When you highlight it or hover over the apps, they just sit flat and just title as to what the app is. If you were to click on your magnification, what that will allow you to do when you hover over your apps, it will move those apps very, very slightly. If I move this to the maximum to give you the best view, there we are, and it just jumps and almost creates like a mini arc. So the app that you are highlighted over is right at the peak of that arc. Just makes it slightly more noticeable if you're working on a much smaller dock as to which app you are trying to select. That is the magnification. And next is the position on the screen. I'm a bit of a classicist, I like it at the bottom. That's kind of my preference, but you can choose either from the bottom, the left or the right. So if you just click in the toggle button, it will move your dock to the left and equally to the right. Now notice when we move it to the right, what it has done is moved our hard drive option inwards just to allow space so it's not covered by the dock. And again, the dock would work exactly the same settings wise as to where you've placed it. But like I say, I like mine at the bottom. So In there next is your minimize window using. Now there's two different effects that you can use. You have a genie effect or a scale effect. If I were to open mail here, at the moment I have it set so if I minimize it, it will be the genie effect, and this will suck the app back in. So your open app will suck into the app icon, very much in a genie being sucked back into a bottle. If we scale, the idea behind this scale is it will just, in a sort of gradual proportion, shrink down to a smaller size. So again, if I minimize, and there we are, it shrinks down. But I do like the genie effect. Double click a Windows title bar too. You either maximize or minimize or zoom. I quite like mine on minimize. It's just another one of those quick actions. Rather than having to navigate and make sure I click on the minimize icon, I can just double click on the app and it will shrink away into my window. If we change that to the zoom option, and this one doesn't like to zoom, but if we have a window that is zoomable, there we are, you can double click and then it brings it back again. So double click will maximize and double click will shrink back to where you are. But I like mine on the minimize option there. Minimize windows into application icon. I like this because I think it keeps my dock a little neater and tidier. If I remove that option and say, for example, open my mail and then reduce it, what it's done, it brings it down into the right hand side of the dock, so just on the right hand side of that separator bar, and places it there so you can just reopen. That does work with absolutely everything, so every app you minimize would be listed on the right hand side. I quite like mine minimizing into the application that it is within, and just keeps it neater, I think, and a little tidier there for me. Animate opening applications. If I decheck, first of all, show you what it is. So if I were to open Notes, I've just clicked on Notes and the app will open up. I close it down again and then check the animated. What it will do when I click on it, the app just bounces up and down. If it takes longer, it will continue bouncing. If it's a quick open like that, it just bounces the once. But it just, for me, signifies that you've opened that application up and you know you've clearly done that. The next one down, automatically hide and show the dock. If you were to check the box, as you can see, my dock has disappeared. All I do is move my cursor to the bottom and it re-reveals the dock. So if you like that larger working space on your desktop, it's a great thing for you, and they are just as accessible as they were before. You just have to navigate right to the bottom. And then the last one here is the show indicators for open applications. The indicators are just these small little dots just underneath each app. So you can see under my mail, it is just there. That just for me represents which apps are open on my screen. If I remove the check, there we are, and the apps have disappeared, the little dots underneath, and we have a clean run. But to me, it just helps signify what you do have open and what you do have closed. So I'll keep that one checked there for me. So that really is it. The only other thing I guess to show is just on the separator bar that I've mentioned a few times here. It's movable. It's anything you like. You can just click on there and expand and shrink your dock. And just hold up and down, and that will help resize. If you do right click on it, it does allow you to go into your dock preferences, and it gives you a few of the dock options just straight from here without going into your full navigation to your dock preferences inside system preferences, or a direct link in there as well. But that's really all for today, guys. So again, just ask if there's any videos that you would like to see. Please just comment below and I'll add those in for you. Other than that, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much.